So here now we will look at the deletion and erosion filter. There are two operations that look, expand, contract foreground pixels of an image to help remove and accentuate small pixel details such as speckles. So here I just move to the means like the kernel. So add the new line of code before wait key. So here before wait key we are just needs to add the kernel and is equal to np dot once, and here and once, then similar to the Gaussian blur we will pass into the structuring size as if we see here 5 and 5, and pass through the unsigned integer 8 value to that. Now let's define the deletion filter on it. So here delete and is equal to cv2 dot delete. We have the built-in function into the OpenCV, and where we are passing the image. Also we are passing the kernel inside in it, so and kernel, and then we can set the number of iterations to be 1. Like here the we can say iterations is equal to 1, and for erode, just a similar function, just we need to call it here the erode, and the built-in function for erosion is the erode in it, and we are passing the image kernel and iterations to this. And now just we need to basically we can say here if you want to increase the effect, either these filters, a high level of integration with continues to eat away of image even more than the first pass, then each iteration will always cut away more from 4 of the background. So now let's do the just to show these image, cv2.mshow, and here we just pass it the delete, and here delete function, and here cv2.mshow, and here we just needs to pass the erode, and here the erode in it. So now just we need to save it. Here it's coming. So here now just we need to save this, and just we need to return back to the our command prompt to run this code here. So if we run it here, then if seeing like that the show or erode name erode is not defined, so actually here derode. So here we have to basically correct it, and now here if we see here what we see here, it created the erode, and it created the delete, and it's created this one blur as well. So we can see all these speckles in the foreground, such as in middle of the image, are mostly removed as foreground pixels were expanded. We also notice that speckles that were in the background, such as bottom left, if you see here, the bottom left hand corner were accentuated and made into the larger blobs. Similarly, then we erode filter, we notice that the speckles that were in the background, such as the bottom left hand corner, were mostly removed from here, and whereas the speckles that were cutting away from foreground in the middle to object have now turned into larger below. So given the behavior of both these filters, they can sometimes be actually used together to create a compounding effect to remove all noise. Along with the Gaussian blur, these are powerful tools for filtering and processing your images, making more complex computations possible. So that's it guys for now, and I'll be back with next move. Thank you.